guys, it's Vi. Welcome back to my channel. Today is June 2nd of 2016 and we have a patch update in The Sims 4. So as a side note at the very beginning, remember all of your mods in CC have been disabled, so you're going to want to go into your options menu and add those back in. I believe you're going to have to restart your game for those changes to take effect, so that's the first thing you're going to want to do if you want all your custom content and mods to be running correctly. So the first thing I wanted to talk about in this patch are the lighting changes. I don't know about you guys, but I have seen tons and tons of pictures and everything else. I am extremely excited for this one. Lighting changes. Your option must be set to very high, and it now changes how the sun and the moonlight filter in through your windows to those rooms. This I am so excited about. You have no idea. This is going to be amazing. Just little things like this make Vi a happy, happy simmer. I love stuff like this. Graphics on the top of my list. The hug interaction is no longer considered a flirty interaction, it's now a friendly interaction, which in all honesty, folks, it makes a lot more sense. We've got an update concerning your pregnant Sims. They will no longer get the whims to do push-ups or to do yoga, because they were getting those, but they're not options for them. And they also changed the take a mud bath. Since it's not an option for a pregnant sim, it now displays that correctly as not available. And let's see, your sims will get a whim to light a bonfire, but only if there is one near. Thank you, sim gods. I don't know if anyone else got like crazy nutsy about this, but it drove me absolutely crazy because it would say they wanted to light a bonfire, and I'm literally looking all over the lot trying to find out where's the bonfire that I'm missing. So, thank you that has been fixed. Something else that was driving me personally crazy, your foodie sims. They will no longer get the disappointing drink moodlet after drinking your reward potions. So I noticed this a lot because as a drifter, you kind of rely on those potions sometimes. When you have no money and you have no house yet, those potions are top notch. And I believe I have had 2 drifters. Maybe one was in an offline game, I'm not sure. But I know that I have had 1 or 2 times a foodie sim, and it has been annoying because I go to, correct their hygiene or something, and then they get this negative, disappointing drink moodlet, and it's annoying. So that's been fixed, folks. Yay! Ooh, and I wanted to go back with the pregnant sim. I know this isn't about a pregnant sim necessarily, but your sims that have the hates children trait are now going to get a happy moodlet when there's a failed pregnancy. I was kind of like, what? They added this? But honestly, guys, it kind of makes sense. They hate children, so they would be happy that the pregnancy didn't go through. I get that one. I roger it. Yay on EA for the little things. Something else that they changed, the resize objects cheat. If you don't know how to use it, it is your shift and bracket. That's the resize up and resize down. Now, when you do that, it will properly resize your photographs. So in the past, the photographs were not doing things correctly and the shadows were wonky. That's been fixed. Something else that I noticed in one of my games, the hermit was kind of running around in random clothes. In one of my Let's Plays, the Drifter Challenge House number 3, I saw the hermit running around in a pair of custom content shorts and a t-shirt. It was really bizarre, and I had to read the top where it says hermit to even know that was the hermit. But anyways, now the hermits will properly wear their hermit outfit, folks, so that should not be an issue in anyone's game anymore. Your meditating sims, those who have the Spot A game pack, your meditating sims can now discover the herbalism, the baking, and the photography skills while they're doing the meditation. I have not delved much into the Spot A game pack meditation skill or any of that, the yoga stuff, but I am assuming that you can learn all those other skills. These are the 3 they have added into it. There were also a couple of other little fixes here and there, like in-game labels were fixed or added. For instance, on bills, they're no longer just an envelope that sits in your inventory. It literally says bills. The Book of Life had a strange name, and it now properly displays as the Book of Life. Things like when you use your tidy up interaction, it now includes puddle cleanup. So in the past, tidy up meant they cleaned everything in the house, but they left all those puddles. Now they're going to clean them up. And something else they changed, how the Death Flower is now added into your Harvest All selection. In the past, it wasn't. It was something that you had to harvest separately. Now, if you select Harvest All, they will pick those up. So there are a bunch of little teeny changes here and there. You'll probably want to read the patch notes to get all the little ins and outs. But right now, I want to discover another big change that was added in this update, other than the lighting was the biggest. Well, not the biggest. The lighting was a big piece, but this one is probably the biggest change that they gave us in this update. There were a ton of cast changes, folks, and some of them are pretty major. So, for starters, you can now access the tattoos, meaning you can give them or delete them on any of your re-entry cast edit modes. So in the past, when you created a sim, if you created a sim with a tattoo or without, they either had it or they didn't. If you went into your edit mode, like changing outfits and stuff, you could not change it. They either had tattoos then or they didn't. Now you can add them or take them away at any time of any of those re-entry cast edit modes. Let's see. So the changes that I wanted to show and talk about, I'm going to go into game to show you. But first I want to let you know that these particular changes affect the sims that you create or those that you edit. From my understanding, it does not include the random townies that are running around or anybody that has already been created. These do not affect them. These options are also not available to children. It is options for teens all the way through elder. So we're going to go in game and we're going to check out all of the cast changes, folks. Okay, here we are in the Create a Sim. I do not have any custom content or mods currently activated. I just left everything the way that it is. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about right here, we can customize our gender now, folks. Underneath right here, obviously these are the gender symbols for male and female. Underneath it has this triple dot, and you have custom gender settings. You can choose whether they have a masculine or a feminine frame to start with. Same can be said with your clothing preferences. You have a masculine preferences or feminine preferences. The sim will be able to become pregnant, get others pregnant, or neither option. You can also choose whether or not your sim can use the toilet standing up. So now we have all these gender choices for that kind of thing. Something else that they added for us to make them gender equality once again, we have all these different choices for our voices now. So we have the sweet sounding voice, we have the melodic sounding voice, you can choose lilted, you can choose clear, there is warm, and you can choose brash. In the past, the three on the right were the masculine and the three on the left were the feminine. Now you can choose from an array of them. The other biggest thing that they have given us is the option to choose masculine clothing, feminine clothing, or all of them. So check this out. All clothes can swap between genders. So we can choose female tops for this male or whatever, and you can totally swap and change everything. Folks, this just gave us about 700 clothing and hairstyles and everything choices. This added everything. So like I said, you can pick very feminine tops and you can put them on your male sims. The same can be said for the females. You can swap and you can put the male designated shirts. Now this does not affect the townies. This does not affect any sims that have been prior created, like I have said before. But is this not awesome that you could do this? Now I may or may not take part in a lot of these choices because they really are too feminine choices for myself. But if you have sims that would like to use this, and it'll give us different pants choices for male and female pants. You can swap between the two. Tons of different choices. I don't know, play around, find something that you like, guys. I think I read in the patch note that it added more than 700 different choices now, being able to do the gender difference one. So there is the biggest change that came with this patch update. So we have lighting, which was huge, and we have this where you can pick male and female clothes. They go across the board now. You don't have to be specific. You can have your female sims running around in towels. Do whatever you want, folks. I hope you enjoy this. Anyways, this was your patch notes for the 2nd of June. I hope you enjoyed it. I will talk to all of you next time. Bye, guys!